with every single thing that I say. But I do definitely expect you to, at the very least, think critically and make good counter arguments. Not simply, bro, that doesn't happen, or not simply making a comparison that is false and easily disprovable.
I just wanted out of my situation, and I thought that that was the only way out.
In 2015, GYPSY says she reached a breaking point and plotted with a boyfriend she met online, Nicholas Godejohn, to kill her mother. GYPSY would later plead guilty to second-degree murder. Godejohn was convicted of carrying out the stabbing death and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
The Blue Whale channel was shown to be a fraudulent story that showed causal links where none existed. There was no evidence of any of the other claimed incidences being caused outside of influence. Okay, copycat murders are still real though.
He is incarcerated for life for killing your mom, and you're out?
Well, I'm sure that we both have a lot of regrets. All I can really say is that I did my...
No, that's not how it works, okay? He was like extra crazy, had priors, totally valid, I think, as far as I understand, for him to be in prison and not be able to get out. Also, I do feel like, you know, there's gonna be inequality. Like at the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break. It sucks to suck, but that's usually how it goes, right? That's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles. I just read about the Blue Whale now. From seeing, it seems like a ghost story is being used to link unrelated suicides. Do you know any confirmed accounts of it? No, I remember reading about it and believing it. It can totally be one of those like old internet legends. That part is totally valid. Yes, people do see things in the real world and want to repeat them. And I think people are still jumping on the Blue Whale thing over and over again, like this person. Copycat murders existed before TikTok though, and I think people are just gonna like jump down my throat to be like, oh dude, I got you, but then you also made my point for me. I never said TikTok is the exclusive reason as to why people do stupid things that they see. TikTok certainly does, alongside many of the other social medias, have a tendency to exacerbate the worst aspects of our harmful behavior. I think I'm gonna stop responding to people in the chat and continue watching this.
During her prison stay, public fascination with GYPSY exploded. Her story portrayed in multiple documentaries and a drama series, The Act.
I'm so trapped.
Yeah, by the way, I never was saying that like there's gonna be a massive amount of people who think that they have Munchausen by proxy and killed their parents. I'm simply saying that this could absolutely lead to a copycat thing that I worry about, but I don't know why everything has to be this massive debate, guys. I hope you guys understand that you probably shouldn't behave like this in the real world, because it will lead you to have zero friends. One aspect of like debate lord existence to just never have real friends in the flesh world and only have friends in internet forums. Like you don't have to debate the veracity of every claim, even if I'm making like an offhanded remark. Not everything has to be all that serious. We're talking about some true crime. You gotta watch the View clip. Wait, what? She's on the View too?
Watching right now. Please listen to me. Heed my words that you are not alone in this, you know, situation. There are other ways out. I did it the wrong way.
No.
You know.
Don't say that.
I did. I did something wrong, and I paid my dues for it.
Oh, you mean that part?
Yes, the part of it.
Yeah.
You know, that part of it. Yeah.
Where are you going with this?
Yeah, no.
Like, oh, you didn't do anything wrong. Just a little bit of murder.
You know, so I did something.
Her IG post about people bullying her husband's looks. Yeah, I saw that. GYPSY Rose Blanchard defends husband Ryan from negative comments online. Ryan, don't listen to the haters. I love you and you love me. We don't owe anyone anything. They jealous because you are rocking my world every night. ... Yeah, I said it. The D is fire. Happy wife, happy life, heart. Oh, he responded, who said I give a damn about what these jealous people say anyway? Haha, ... Now come get it, baby. ... What is going on? That post is fake. Big dubs for anti-copyright bros out there, but I guess like not really. Disney has lost famous Mickey Mouse copyright for the first ever Mickey Mouse. It's done. Not like the current Mickey Mouse, but this one, the Steamboat Willie one.
It's a simple early rendition of perhaps the most recognizable cartoon character ever created. The 1928 animated short Steamboat Willie marked the film debut of Mickey Mouse. And Minnie, too. Now, almost 100 years later, this landmark piece of entertainment will enter the public domain, meaning Disney will lose its right to control it, and others can use the images as they wish. This was set to happen years ago, until Disney, with other groups, got Congress to pass extensions. but the last of them expires at midnight on New Year's Eve.
Basically, what's happening now is that we will be able to do to the great works of Disney what Disney did to the great works of the public domain before him. And that's how creativity is supposed to happen.
Lawrence Lessig is a Harvard law professor and expert on copyright issues.
So this is a bit of a full circle moment then.
Absolutely. And I think
I remember him from my TYT days.
Because what we know about the creativity of Walt Disney and the Disney Corporation
Wolfpack.
is that they've made stories relevant to our current
Wolf-pack.com.
time.
So starting on Monday, anyone has the legal right to use Mickey and Minnie Mouse in new creative works like books and films. But there's an important caveat. It has to be the Steamboat Willie versions, not the more familiar renditions of the characters that followed.
What are the limitations? What are you not allowed to do?
You cannot use the characters in a way that misleads consumers into thinking that Disney has produced or sponsored your product.
Jennifer Jenkins teaches at Duke Law School, specializing in intellectual property and the public domain.
The way I think about that is the public domain is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
The fact that it took this long is just ridiculous in my opinion. I think public domain should be much shorter. The time frame for like IP to enter public domain should be infinitely shorter.
A lot of wonderful works and a lot of forgotten works going into the public domain in the next few years.
You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
For CBS Saturday Morning, Jolene Kent, Los Angeles.
Now I want to sing this.
20 years? What? No, not 20 years, man. How about 10 max? Anyway, here, let's talk about why it was extended now.
Disney is about to lose copyright in Mickey Mouse. That's right, Mickey Mouse, literally the most iconic character that they've ever created, one that they themselves claim is worth $15 billion. And they're doing it all on purpose. But why? Well, the answer is both shocking and kind of genius. I'm Jake Watson, lawyer, producer, and YouTuber with Corridor Crew. Let's get into the issue. So what is a copyright? Why does Mickey Mouse have one that's almost 100 years old? How is he going to lose it? And why does that matter? A copyright is the right of an author of an artistic or scientific work to exploit that work without anybody else being able to do so. This is known as the exclusive right. But the big picture reason, the actual reason why copyright law exists, isn't just to protect authors. The bigger reason is that it's to promote the progress of human knowledge. So copyright incentivizes people to go out, to try things, to learn things, to make things, to discover things, and in exchange ensures them that at the end of the rainbow, they will be able to exploit the fruit of their labor without it being stolen from them. But the other side of copyright is that when a work is useful enough, when it is truly useful to the benefit of our culture, it becomes part of our popular culture. And in order for human knowledge to be expanded upon over time, you need to allow people who come along.
Thank God for patents, dude. That's how all innovation has occurred historically. It was crazy when John Patton invented the patent system, then that's when we really got to innovating. Before then, it was like fire wasn't even invented.
Now, Mickey Mouse has a copyright because he is in essence a work of art.
Unpopular opinion, copyright protections are good for creative professionals. Yeah, I mean, that is an unpopular opinion. I feel like copyright and patent are different, no? That's number one. And number two, I think that like some level of protection should exist. It's just like...
That's why in 1998, Disney once again lobbied Congress, this time to pass the Copyright Term Extension Act. The Copyright Term Extension Act did exactly as the name implies, and that was to amend the 1976 Act to expand copyright protection by an additional 20 years. For a total of 95 years. Once again, only for works created before 1978. Now, Disney's influence here cannot be overstated. For starters, one of the more derisive terms for the act was just to call it the Mickey Mouse Protection Act. That's probably because in addition to self-reporting $6.3 million in lobbying efforts for the act, Disney also made significant campaign contributions to key people involved in the development and passage of the act. By some reports, 18 of the 25 congresspeople who originally sponsored the bill received $800,000 campaign contributions.
This is also why Little Rhonda was slated to suck a fat one. You can't go up against the Disney, man. You can't go up against the mouse.
This brings us to today, where 95 years later, the very first version of Mickey Mouse is about to enter the public domain. So this naturally begs the question, why hasn't Disney done anything about it this time? I mean, can't they just lobby Congress again, get their copyrights extended, and everyone goes on as normal? Well, yeah, they could, and there are several reasons for why they aren't. Look, I thought about going into all of them, okay? You have the constitutionality of effectively perpetual copyright extensions. You have the social backlash that could possibly ensue if they embark on another large lobbying effort. You even have trademark, which I will talk about just a little bit, but they all pale in comparison to the real reason why they chose to do nothing about this. And the real reason is that because over the last 25